Yeah, well, it looks like it's a like they each have one win so far, so it's pretty.
Yeah, but I never watched game 1 and 2 of between them. And there you are off, by the way. And they're getting 2 different starting points. 20 rupees and a piece of heart. Tex having the rupees.
I like seeing rupees early on. It's very important for Kakariko coming up when they have options to either buy
Already a map
bombs
check.
or.
I think I saw a Crystal Desert and maybe one at Easter, but I did not see the other. What was it, Hera? That was a
The
very...
Crystal at Hera.
Really? So, potentially a Jet Seed if the pendants play out right. Poultry not looking good, unfortunately.
Pretty early to call.
Okay,
The poultries.
so...
Go ahead.
So basically, according to the person who died in the chat, thank you for giving us a little quick recap here. Apparently, Luda's won get the first game, and EOD won the second one, but both seeds told each other in a different way. And oh, there's a miter troll there. There's a bottle at Lumberjack Cave. Now they're most likely find another bottle there, but if they need that for Sig Kid and progression, they might have no choice.
Of course, it'll probably be the last thing on their minds, but it'll always be like in the back of their minds.
Yeah, at least until they find a bottle. In which case, that clears it up.
Ah, true.
And unfortunately, I did not quite catch what Uncle had. Looks like he had some bombs, at least. And we've had some bombs here on LewdDolphin's side.
Oh, that's good. And he's looking to set up for some more tree pull info here.
Yes, the first tree pull was not that great. And we're getting an early bush grab. Just get some hearts. Meanwhile, we do have a bomb booster on the LewdDolphin side. He's not too mad about that. And a little bit of magic. Meanwhile, Dolphin pulling the tree and getting 20 rupees.
Wow.
I think he got the third condition.
Yeah, I believe so. Pretty much a vanilla third tier poultry. You accomplish that by killing 4 enemies in a row and not taking damage, I believe.
Yes. If you do take damage, 4 in a row is another item, and the third item is just getting less than 4 kills. And wow, a bomb drop for EODTex, not bad. We're getting a Blind's Hut check. 5 items here, not always a good place to start. And some money. Heart container, that works too. Well! Can I just combine those last 2 chests and say the single golden arrow and then 10 more? The single silver arrow to kill Ganon.
Unfortunately, this isn't Zelda 1, so you're gonna need those 10 extras.
Yes, unfortunately. I like saying that the single arrow is the arrow is that one arrow you fire to kill Ganon.
There have been matches.
Saves that. Although last time I said that, I believe one of the runners fired it off accidentally. And we didn't get much here at the well. I stand corrected, there's the flippers! And the singular 100 rupee chest. That'll be really good because that's a merchant payoff right there.
Yeah, and although they did get 20 rupees from the tree pull, that is a tier 3 tree pull.
And the merchant says, I don't have any. You're paying me 100 rupees? I can't take this here. Have my entire wallet.
Wow.
And there's Quake. Oh my goodness. It's always good when you get either the 100 rupees on the merchant or the 300 rupees on the merchant. Because there's like, oh hey, you're paying me money to give you even more money.
That's what I call a good investment.
Yeah, and LewdDolphin buying bombs. Not surprised. And Quake was at Chicken House. Someone saying this is a great start. I mean, kind of. I think either one of these runners would like a weapon of some kind.
Yeah, it's been really good to them for bombs. Well, giving them enough bombs to get through and enough rupees to get more bombs, so that's nice, but it's not really progression outside of the two things.
Well, with the flippers, Zor is on the table. And they have enough money to pay for them.
It definitely makes the decision a lot easier.
Yeah, but I think I like LewdDolphin's routing here. He's gonna go to the dam and the mini Moldern cave first, and then do all of the swimming after that.
Notably, they don't really have any permanent weapons, any limitless weapons yet.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I was getting out of back in Kakariko. Neither one of them has found like a hammer or a sword. And the arrows, while a good weapon, they still need a bow to fire it. And early on, arrows are not that easy to come across. And only 20 rubies for draining the dam. Race game check.
I believe there is a single shop in the game that sells arrows, however, it's in the Dark World, so they can't even go there yet.
Oh yeah, and it's way out of the way. Fun fact for those at home. That shop actually also sells a fire shield for 500 rupees. It is the only shop in the game that does so. And we have the red rang, piece of heart, 10 arrows, 20 rupees, and another pile of rupees. It's almost vanilla there. Almost. It's normally the generous guy that gives you that 300. Island only having 20 rupees.
Yeah, these rupees would be a lot more valuable if this were a Link Between Worlds.
Yes. Frickin' Ravio. I love his character, but I don't like the fact you have to pay so many rupees. But granted, that game throws rupees at you left, right, and center. And a somewhat vanilla item at the hobo getting a bottle. And it has a free blue push in it, too.
That's really nice. And yeah, that also solves the problem of Aghanim.
Well,
it was just a bottle up there.
Well, just
part
one
of it,
problem with Aghanim. The other two parts are still in play. Yeah. Actually, no. There's just the one part of the very niche part. The one part being they don't have Dark World access yet. And that niche part, if it comes into play, is they have Dark World access, but they cannot get the Fat Fairy Bomb to its destination. There is the Moon Pearl. So, impossible to do Fake Flipper's Moonwalk into that cave.
Especially since they have flippers.
Well, yes, but if they didn't find the flippers, then it was absolutely impossible to get those items. And was that a lift upgrade I just saw? I think it was.
It is indeed.
So we already have 2 of the 3 pieces for Dark World access. A third would be the Titan's Mitts, or ideally the hammer. So we're not paying out with it though, only 20 rupees. King Ripoff strikes again.
Also notably, it does give him access to a sequence break by going up Death Mountain for 3 items at this point.
Yes, they would have to navigate the dark rooms, although They don't have a way to tell where they are in the dark state for the boomerang. I don't think they're going to go up for that reason.
Probably not.
Tex is going to check Ice Rod Cave, I believe. LewdDolphin did not do this. This could give him an edge. And Dolphin looks like they're heading over to Eastern and Sarhassala.
It's definitely a wise play.
Or as the meme is to mispronounce his name, Sarsaparilla.
Sounds right to me.
Just a bomb visit there on that Ice Rod Cave. Now, the advantage here is that Lude could talk to Sarasa and learn where the green pendant is, and in fact, we are getting that information. And it is in Skull Wood, so high chance there's something there. And the hammer has been found! We have
Nice.
Dark World access, and we don't have a required Aghanim. Whatsoever. I think LewdDolphin's gonna explore a little bit of Eastern while he's here. Not... Or is it she? I actually forget.
He. Eastern is a pretty common play in version 26 and 27 now that dungeons are just so much more valuable.
Yeah.
I believe the statistics are around 19% of seeds have a required item in Pot or Eastern Palace.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to dip in here. With the hammer, they can look around and see if they can find at least a sword or something. Or, you know, money. Take out the sting of that debt. Yeah. EODTex is just following behind LewdDolphin's footsteps right now. As we have Dolphin picking up the gloves and LewdDolphin picking up the key. Did I say Dolphin twice? It's the early morning, folks. Give me a little slack.
I'm just full of turkey right now.
Yes. Also, I hope for those of us here in the States, hope you all had a good Thanksgiving.
And hope you didn't go too broke with the Black Friday sales.
And we're getting a sanctuary back, a sewer check here. We find the map and just 2 heart pieces. And 10 arrows in the big chest. Unfortunately, I missed what was in the middle chest. The chest was just before.
I missed it as well.
Chat probably saw. I will trust the chat on this one.
But I do believe there's an item on Armos still, regardless.
Yeah. That was the compass, according to OZ Poem. So there's still a map that could be there. So potentially, with the fact that I've already found 20 rupees and the arrows from the big chest, this, while it is a sequence break, could be the 3rd item. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Dolphin finds the map. And we have a sequence broken old man who wards him with a bigger bomb bag. But yeah, with Dark World access across both Flint Runners, it's just a matter of time before they start exploring it, and this seed is pretty much open to them for the most part.
So tough luck in Eastern, but he does have all of Dark World to explore. I wonder how early he'll go there.
I think LewdDolphin's heading there right now. Bomb booster on Spectacle Rock. What's in Spectacle Rock, though, is the question. Hello! That's a sword.
Hi.
So that's not meant to be your first sword, unless you fight the lamp early on. Now, if this is the lamp on LewdDolphin's, but it's not, that would imply the first sword. So, EODTex has a sword, and Dolphin probably won't pick that up for a little bit later. But Dolphin is making the Dark World play. He is going to the Village of Outcasts. And maybe even Skullwoods. Meanwhile, Tex... Oh, wait a minute. Tex doesn't have the hammer yet. He is yet to visit Harasala.
Ooh, this is a pretty risky play, going to a castle.
Well, we know that the hammer can't be there, but he could find the other Tinesman. And we have a map check. Turtle Rock and Thieves Town are the other two pendants. Oh, no.
Oh, man. That means potentially the Fire Rod won't be required, or the Ice Rod.
I think they still consider you needing the Fire Rod for,
You could use Bombos for Ice Palace.
Well, not Ice Palace, Ganon's Tower. But yeah. Also, we have the blue mail on EODTex's end.
For upstairs of Ganon's Tower, you can make do with just the lamp by the logic, but for right side, yeah, you're right, you do need the Fire Rod, logically.
Yes, and also the, Whoa! Whoa! Hello, Mirror! But, I don't think you can do the one with the falling tiles with just the lamp.
You absolutely can.
Fast.
There are a couple ways. You could just go straight to the upper right one. It's pretty decent window.
I don't know. It seems like a bit of a risk.
Even if you don't make it in time, you could still reach across the gap with the lamp and make it without any glitches.
Yeah.
So that is still within the logic. It's just a little bit of a reach.
Yes, but let's see here. What we can start deciphering what's a pedestal now. Bow could be a pedestal actually.
And EODTex sets up for a death warp here to get back without the mirror. Although LewdDolphin already has the mirror, so this won't be an issue for him when it gets around to it.
Yes. The mirror was in Skullwoods. And LewdDolphin found the sand cart!
Nice.
The one and only heart container in the game that has a full refill attached to it. So, well worth his time trying to bomb jump that. And is now moving on to the Village of Outcasts to start looting this area. EODTex turning in their bottle. We know it's not going to pay out too much, just a heart container. So defensively, EODTex is better off in terms of combat. Just general combat. But LewdDolphin has the advantage of having more exploration. Oh, and unfortunately, my stream lagged a bit, and I did not see what LewdDolphin got in his second chest.
That was the shovel.
No. Time to dig a hole then. Or two. Or 50.
Yeah, and very convenient that he got the mirror pretty early in the Dark World as well. It makes routing a lot easier. A lot more streamlined.
Now, here's the thing. EODTex is about to see the hammer here. Do you think he feels behind at this point?
Probably. Doing that sequence break up the mountain and Well, he did find a sword, which does kind of give him an advantage, but without I guess the hammer.
Well,
The
the thing
hammer
is, he
could
also
be used as a sword, pretty
well,
much.
the sword here made him find the blue mail escape, so he's set. So he's got defense as well. Not going to Eastern Palace. We know there's nothing important in there until Armos is down. Oh! He is being super risky, and I like it. And I missed the second item in frickin' Thieves Town. I'm watching two. And Pot is the other 5/6, so that bow cannot be a Fat Fairy. Absolutely not. Map from the third chest here. And the big key. Oh, the second chest is a small key. Duh. I can see it on the screen.
Although the bow totally could be in pedestal.
Yes, the bow is absolutely on pedestal. Neither of the rods can be, actually. And if the medallion requirement is different, then a medallion could be at pedestal. Like, say, we're just gonna do a hypothetical here. We're just gonna do a hypothetical here. If Turtle Rock is Quake, but Meyer is Ether or Bombos at this point, pedestal could have Ether or Bombos. And also the flute could be a pedestal. Someone else is pointing that out.
I was just about to say. As well as possibly the book.
So yeah, there's quite a few items that can be on this pedestal. Another item that can be a pedestal that would really troll the runners is a Boots Lock Desert, and the boots are at pedestal. Compass in the second chest, which means the big chest and blind, the remaining 3 chests at the very back of this pendant in Thieves Town are all items. Maiden's chest, big chest, and blind himself.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, kind of a trolly Thieves Town today. But this is actually one of the easier dungeons to do. Although, now that I think about it, Dolphin does not have a weapon, so he's probably going to peace out, turn in the maiden, and then peace out.
It depends how comfortable he is with that hammer.
At 2 hearts, I would not be comfortable at all.
Yeah.
Stun prize is a heart. Yeah, and the stun prize is a heart. I'd feel a little bit more comfortable. Oh, even then, he doesn't have a... He needs to find, like, a sword here. And he is using the stun prize to heal up. Looks like he might be going for the play.
Another option, which I guess isn't very clear, is like you could activate the blind fight and then just take a death
Oh my goodness! That is huge.
Yeah, it was pretty big vanilla dungeon for mints.
Yes. Although in the maiden's chest, not the big chest. What is in the big chest? The flute!
Wow.
Oh my goodness! LewdDolphin, I would say that this was the ideal play for them. Because now Dolphin has immediate swag deck coming out of this dungeon.
Yeah. And he's halfway to Meyer as well. You just need the...
No, he's absolutely fully at Meyer.
I mean, Meyer dungeon. Like, you need one of the medallions. She has one that also either hookshot or boost to get in. And then Kane to complete it.
I'm a little broken here because yeah, you saw it. The quote for Meyer. After having the 2 items necessary to get to Meyer.
It's a very valuable hint. Meyer does in fact require Ether, Bombos, or Quake to get in.
Pendant acquired for LewdDolphin. It may not be required, but... what was that last item, actually? I missed it.
Nothing big.
Yeah. So, I think we're gonna see an immediate mirror. No?
Mm-hmm.
Dolphin? There you go. And get your swag jokes in the chat, folks. It's time to awaken the bird. Now, LewdDolphin can check what medallion ether is required, and will have absolute knowledge of what he needs to do.
Yeah,
However, also he's now got the sword on Death Mountain by logic.
That is true. He doesn't know that, but it is. It kind of closes that loop that EODTex sequence broke.
Yes. Although he didn't get the item, we won't get the 10 bomb booster. And we have confirmation that Ether is Bombo. Or, not Ether. Meyer is Bombos.
Okay.
So there is. So depending on if Bombos is required for Turtle Rock as well, we could have a Bombos at Pedestal. It is a very slim chance here. But, it cannot be the Cane of Samaria. Technically, by this logic, it cannot be the lamp. Cannot be Fire Rod, cannot be Ice Rod. The only two important upgrades that could be at the pedestal are the bow and the hook shot.
And the boots. We don't know if they're required yet, but...
We're about to find out, I do believe. LewdDolphin setting up the warp to enter desert from the back. Getting a little bit more money. He is now set from rupees. He doesn't need any more. Unless he wants to buy a few potions along the way.
Oh yeah. Has been for quite some time, really.
Yeah.
It's good pushing money, though, yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of anything that requires him for progression, he's set on money. He's got the money he needs for the chess game. I believe he's already bought it. And we have a Boots Lock Desert Palace. So we do have the situation that Boots on Ped. So we've got a very interesting seed here. It hasn't been too much of an issue though for these runners.
Yeah. Boots are always nice to find early, and
while
it feels bad when
talking,
you can't go fast.
has picked up their mirror.
Yeah, and the sandcart.
But the problem is,
Skullwoods.
Will Tex dip into Thieves Town and make the full plunge down? That is the question.
I would hope so. Like Fighter Sword is a little
We're getting
scary.
a Bumper Cave check here. Hold on.
Yeah, it's good intel.
Good, just some money. And we are getting an Agna check on LewdDolphin's end.
You know, in a way, when you check something and you know it just has junk and you don't ever have to come back, that's faster than actually going to get the item.
And
like,
Tex, with his sword and his knowledge of the area, is working his way back to the Graveyard Ledge location. I have actually seen a race in which that screwed someone over. Not knowing how to get through that hedge maze.
Yeah, and it's also pretty difficult decision to route in without the boots, because there are two boots locked items like on flanking either side of that cave.
Well, in his case, he couldn't find boots until after he went there.
Exactly.
But anyway, we're not talking about the past, we're talking about the present here. And just some bombs there. Meanwhile, LewdDolphin is going to get the old man. And will more than likely get their sword in just a little bit.
And he'll get to do what EODTex wasn't able to in going up into Hera.
Yes.
And East Death Mountain, in fact, with a hammer.
Yep. So, lots of good options here. Also, really quick point, the screen that EODTex was just on, well, two screens now. You go south there, that is where the fire shield shop is. It's kind of out of the way.
Yeah, it's kind of the center of the map, but that's pretty much the furthest point from any of the portals.
Yes. And LewdDolphin about to realize there's a sword up here. Will most likely make the time to get it. Because if nothing else, that sword, once he finds Bombos, will let him open up Misery Mire. Yes, Firelight. That shop that sells the fire shield also sells 10 arrows for 30 rupees, if I recall right.
And most importantly, a bee.
Yes, it is. It is the It is. I guess we can call it Beetorf shop, actually.
It's south of the Lumberjacks. There's another shop to the north, I believe.
Yeah, the Dark World Lumberjacks is just a standard shop. But that one over there is out of the way and thus has your fire shield, if you want it. Granted, because of the progressive logic, you don't necessarily need to buy a progressive shield, you can just find one. And not LewdDolphin, EODTex making that dip into Thieves Town. We shall see if they go all the way in.
Actually, regarding the fireball shield, I think in Randomizer, because of the progressive logic,
Oh! Sorry to cut you off there, but we have found the hook shot in Hera!
That is big. That unlocks 3 more items in this area, at least. Yeah, I was saying the progressive logic, if you haven't upgraded your shield, I believe the fireball shield is not for sale yet.
Interesting. Someone is asking in chat, what's the mechanical difference between red and blue lizard persons? First off, they are known apparently as Zazak. I just call them Lizafos. Second off, the red ones will occasionally shoot fireballs if they see Link. And these cannot be blocked by the fire shield. Like, right there, you just saw it on EODTex's screen. They also have more health. And we have found the second item in Tower Hera. It is the Fisher Price shield.
And the fact that the shield doesn't block him leads me to believe that they're laser balls rather than fireballs.
I've only ever seen the red ones shoot fire. The blue ones have the same movement pattern, but they don't shoot. And here we go with the Moldorm fight. And Moldorm is going to drop the small key, but we don't need it. We found both the items.
That's very handy.
So, Tex...
Especially since they don't have a fire source yet.
Yes. So LewdDolphin will most likely head over to the Walk of Shame that is Spiral Cave.
It's pretty common lately.
Yes. Unfortunately, it is. Now the question is, will they take a quick moment to step a little bit forward and check the floating island first? I've had that screw over runners. And it looks like they are doing that. And there's your fire shield.
There you go. It's just right there.
And good recognition from LewdDolphin here, knowing that the hookshot can instantly kill all the enemies in this path. EODTex has picked up their Titan Smiths. And now realizes they have the flute. Pretty good race thus far. Pretty good race. Now, again, LewdDolphin found the sword later, but is, I want to say, just a little bit ahead of EODTex. Whoa, hello. Going straight into Dark World.
Yeah, the nice thing about this routing is you could leave a, you can mirror right outside the cave, and then, like, as soon as you exit what I call the Septa Cave with the 7 chests, you could go right back into the portal.
I call this, it's known as Paradox Cave commonly, but I call it Mountain Hype. Because it might as well just be Mountain Hype Cave with all the items here.
Lately, for sure.
EODTex is slain blind and is moving on. Also, I just realized that with LewdDolphin slaying Moldorm, we have our first crystal on the board. And Mountain High Cave not paying off thus far, which is 2 chests. Oh! Oh! What? The rods are right next to each other, both of them. Wow!
They're also, incidentally, right next to the place they're needed.
Yes. Also, Slag Ducks in the chat. I've almost missed it. There it goes. See you later. Texas Bird is online. A nice block up there from LewdDolphin. I seem to get that one more often than not, and I don't actually practice it. Just something I get on instinct. So, we haven't actually checked the official, the quote-unquote official Hype Cave location yet. Which I think is being renamed to Disappointment Cave, because it has rarely paid off in this logic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, unusually, but then again...
And hang on a minute here.
It usually hasn't been.
They have the medallion for Turtle Rock. So that scenario in which I mentioned earlier, in which the medallion for Ether could be at pedestal, that is on the table now, absolutely. Until they find it. Another blue potion for LewdDolphin. Oh, bunched by the jellyfish there. I think it's Berry. I'm not too familiar with all the names. And LewdDolphin is going to get the fire shield.
Interesting.
And something else I want to point out here, because LewdDolphin has the hook shot, they can go to Swamp Palace and full clear it.
Yeah, he can.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to Slag Duck out of here. Go into 4. Our tracker having a little bit of issues there. Level 2 shield, by the way, for LewdDolphin.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll route in some Overworld as well while he's at it. There's a lot of stuff like in the Southern Dark World to do.
I mentioned the Hype Cave. Let's see if it's Hype Cave or its new title, Disappointment Cave. That's not a good start. Nah. Disappointed!
Maybe all the items move just a little further south. Maybe I'll go into the dungeon next.
Yeah, Disappointment Cave delivers odd disappointment. Yep, I think the seeds have spoken. That is now Disappointment Cave in my mind, and the new Hype Cave is Paradox Cave. Someone is asking which medallion is for Mr. Meyer. It is Bombos, and Quake is for Turtle Rock. So we have a situation in which Bombos could be a pedestal. But LewdDolphin, beginning their trek into Swamp Palace, and EODTex is already checking in Desert. We already know its boots locked as well.
So we're 41 minutes in. We still need the bow, the boots, the bombos, the cane, and lamp by logic, but also the master sword.
Yes, also the master sword. And apparently by logic, they also expect you to not only have master but tempered.
Yeah, that's true.
They expect you to not have to do spin attacks on Ganon or fight him with the invincibility of his little programming bug. They do expect you to have silver arrows. Now, granted, it's entirely possible to fight Ganon without the silver arrows or without the tempered sword, just having master. But you really want the tempered sword.
Yeah.
Master Sword does not deal any direct damage to Ganon. It must be spin attacks.
Yeah, so although you can do tempered damage by using a spin attack with the Master Sword, you can't just slash at him.
Was that a frustration pull I just saw from EODTex? Ooh. I think he might be a little lost. Oh, never mind. He's going up the mountain. He's going the right way. Alright, so LewdDolphin finds the big key. See what the big chest holds. Bombos! Oh boy!
Alright.
So, now the ultimate troll right now, pending the lamp, is Lamp's in here in Palace of Darkness. Because that's irony. And Bo on Vitreous. With the Kingdom of Samaria being in Mire as well. Someone is asking where were the rods? They were right next to each other in the leftmost chest or the rightmost chest rather. Yeah, the rightmost chest in Paradox Cave. Someone saying that lamp can't be in pod. There are quite a few dark room places that it could be before in lamp. As long as lamp is in the earlier part of the Palace of Darkness, the lamp can be in there. But once it gets to the dark rooms, you're absolutely right. They cannot be there.
believe by logic there are 4 chests it could be in.
Oh, hang on a minute. We have a mushroom. And 20 rubies on left side. So that mushroom could be something important. But yes, in regards to Vitreous and why I say the troll would be the bow would be at Vitreous, they have silver arrows, and silver arrows make very short work of Vitreous. So being forced to not do that strategy, kind of a small troll. And wait a minute.
Not just lack of bow, but also...
Wait a minute. Hold on a moment. Tex found Master Sword somewhere. Where was that?
Huh.
The Dig Squad had a sword upgrade. Oh,
wow.
LewdDolphin didn't check it.
He'll probably get that pretty soon after Swamp. It would make sense to route up to the Stumpy and that mirror spot,
and then do the
possibly
blacksmith
the Smithies. Yeah, Purple Chest, Bombo's tablet. Oh, not Bombo's tablet. They don't have a.
It's again, folks. This is early morning. You give us a little slack. We were so busy looking at LewdDolphin, I completely missed it. So LewdDolphin about to begin menu boss. Ah, choosing the spin strats.
Yeah, I believe that is faster. It's just I don't know. I don't know why people opt for the menu strats. It gets the job done, but I don't know.
No, they need it for there. And there's the fire rod, and now the ice rod for EODTex.
Oh, that's probably why. Because you do have to do a spin attack with the fire sword in order to do any damage whatsoever.
Yes. They are immune to the fighter sword slashes.
And Master Sword pokes as well.
And LewdDolphin putting that fire rod to use. Now, I don't think we've seen the compass just yet. So this could just be compass, but it is another crystal, and freaking iframes. Yep, just the compass there, but on the board with crystal number 2 for LewdDolphin. And we're not going to Mire just yet. We are missing the most important part of that equation.
Access.
Well, they have the Bomba, so they do have access. The access.
Yeah.
They don't have access to the boss, however. And oh, this is. I like this play. He's got 2 blue potions. He's got the fire rod. Why not? Let's do an ice balance dip.
Makes sense. If you could do a crystal dungeon, do it.
Yes. Unfortunately, he might have decided the bomb jump here. Depending on the key distribution.
Oh yeah, probably.
And unfortunately, I did not catch what that chest was.
The lamp, actually.
Whoa! Hello! That's already paying off in spades! Good call by LewdDolphin.
You know, I would actually rather find the lamp than Kane before Maya.
Yeah. And it looks like he is not setting up the bomb jump. Although he can just hit the crystal in the next room. Nice quick kill on the Stalfos. And Tex is heading to Swamp. We know Balmos is in the big chest there, so you'll be happy to see that. And we are getting the bomb jump from LewdDolphin. Oh! Stuttery there. Gets it on the second try, though. Although, was that their last bomb?
It was indeed, yeah. It was good on him for making that.
LewdDolphin has to be careful. There's a leak. If he has to die, he has to go buy some more bombs. Oh, but finds an 8 and a drop along with a single. He's good to go. You have respect to that. These guys. Give these guys a follow. They are putting on a hell of a show. Shady14 says, does he need more bombs for ice? He doesn't technically need them right now. But if he dies, he'll need to do the bomb jump again, most likely. And he can do a hook shot, clip the big chest.
Now, important to note that if you're going to be playing Randomizer casually, you never need to do any bomb jumps to beat the game. But it just makes the routing so much more...
And I missed that
so much
chest.
more convenient.
Jeez. My
That's the cape.
Is cape? Nice. We'll see it here in a moment for confirmation. Yep, it was. So an invincibility item and the lamp here in ice.
The reason you would potentially need to bomb jump there for a run is that there's a potential for the boss to drop a small key. And if that happens, that means that you could open all of the key doors and prevent yourself from going into the room right before the boss to switch the pegs up. And in that circumstance, you would need to pull out the Cane of Samaria to hold the switch down.
Yeah, so the bomb jump is there mainly to prevent that issue. And a nice, timely big key. But yeah. You can just ladder block clip through these. And the boots!
Wow! Ice is really good this seed.
That was an amazing ice palace. I gotta wonder, when is Tex gonna check these locations? Because that's 3 kind of big items. The cape, not so much, because we know Bumper Cave's not that important, but that's invincibility for the Ganon fight. And wisely using Bombos here. And yes. Switching to the fire rod before the menu went through. Oh, did not do a spin attack actually. kind of interesting that he chose not to corral them with a spin attack.
Yeah, although the Fire Rod does do more damage, the spin attack is great for maneuvering the puffballs around.
Yeah. He only has Fighter Sword, so I assume that he does not know that a Master Spin would have been enough. Or Spin Attack would have been enough.
It does kind of put you dangerously close to them, and he would only be able to do it once because you can't really... you can't charge up a spin attack fast enough for them to stay locked in position.
Well, yeah. If he charges up that one spin attack, though, and gets them all into the upper right corner, which so many other runners do, he shouldn't have any issues killing the Fire Rod at that point, because they're all nice and conjoined together. And you can sometimes get 2 hits.
It takes a few attacks, though.
Yeah. And we are seeing Meyer being dipped into. He's...
Oh, it's pretty bold.
Oh, with that lamp, he can actually go kill the lamb molas. And the boots. Okay, he's going to go finish up Desert. Tracker, by the way, LewdDolphin has cleared Ice Palace, if you would be so kind. Thank you. Shout out to our tracker, by the way, Katula89, and our Restream OPT lawyer for getting this all set up so we can do this restream for this broadcast for you today. And again, make sure to follow these runners. They are going through what appears to be kind of a roundabout seed. Not just, I don't want to call it a troll seed just yet. And I gotta say, where do they find ether?
Most items have been pretty straightforward in dungeons.
Yes. Attack's about to begin their Argus fight. They will not have to do menu boss because they can just do 2 sword slashes with the Master Sword.
Yeah, that fetch quest for Master Sword was a little bit trolly, but not much. Although LewdDolphin hasn't gotten around to it yet.
When will he get around to it, though? Is the question I'm asking.
Yeah, at this point, if he winds up finding Bo and Kane pretty soon, he might never bother going into doing any more Overworld.
You know what? I don't think he found the flute after he got the shovel. He probably has forgotten he has the shovel. We're only assuming, by the way, but could be what happened.
It's a possibility.
And what?
Opting for hammer strats is pretty tough because the hitbox does skew down a bit. So if you're trying to hammer north, it doesn't work out very well. But
okay, I'm missing items left and right in this morning. Where did they find a mail upgrade?
Thrift store? I don't know.
Because now EODTex has the red mail. Oh, it's in Swamp Palace.
Ooh. Do you remember where blue mail was?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking. Dolphin is diving into Misery Mire, though.
It may have been that kind of southern central Dark World area.
And yes, there is the lamp for EODTex. And yeah, Darkling's eyes are blue. He has the blue mail. It's confirmed. So it must have been in Swamp Palace. Yeah, unfortunately, Vitreous is not going to be a fun fight for Lewd. Although,
if he could get there.
Yeah, I think Lewd is going to double this dungeon most likely, because Lewd is lacking the Cane of Samaria. And
yeah,
it's yet to check these.
Gamble.
And once Lewd is done, if Lewd can't find it here, Lewd might go looking at fetch quests.
That would be good for him.
Oh no! The Cane of Samaria! I called it!
That's, I mean, that's kind of bad for LewdDolphin that he might end up not getting that Master Sword, but that's possibly worse for Tex.
Well, he needs to find
What
a
are the
Master
odds?
Sword eventually. His only saving grace right now is he finds the bow. Or their only saving grace, rather. Dude still needs to find the bow. That is all they need for go mode. Apart from a second sword. Small key here, that means big key's in its vanilla location.
And even once he gets the Master Sword, I'd say it's kind of soft go mode, because, yeah, you'll be just going to the dungeons, not bothering with Overworld. But you'll also be checking chests along the way, just in case.
Yes. I mean, with the silver arrows, he doesn't worry about it. By the way, Tex about to begin their cold stare fight.
It'll be easier to corral him with this Master Sword. They could just do slashes to get him in the corner.
Someone's calling for a troll vote on Bombos, book on pedestal. You are a sick individual. Now, LewdDolphin still has 2 locations they can check. Which is the big chest and the chest just after it. And what I usually do is I do sort of a figure 8 through the dungeon. I go get these before I go do the cutscene room.
Yeah, there seems to be a tendency for the big key to be on the left side, but he's still looking for items, so...
And unfortunately, Bo is not in here. It is only 20 rubies. And LewdDolphin wisely realizing that fighting Vitreous at this point would be a waste of time.
Wow.
Clearly not comfortable fighting Vitreous with just a fighter sword. Although, unfortunately, we found Samaria. I just realized the worst case scenario for that bow now. It could be all the way at Trinext.
It's true. I have seen that like 4 times by now.
I have commentated seeds in which have trolled bows before. Usually it's floating island based. This time, not so much. We're getting a digging game from LewdDolphin, starting to check some Overworld. This will eventually lead him to finding the second sword. hopefully, if they remember they have the shovel. And it's just a piece of heart, and that looked like about maybe 25 digs. Not really worth it.
Usually they have their own individual trackers while they're playing, and he probably marked off shovel, and he knows it's there. It just won't cross his mind until he kind of routes by it.
Which I think he is doing. Yeah, he's doing the blacksmith route. Which he can do at this point completely. With the exception of the bomb established right at the end.
I'm guessing he'll save Meyer for last.
Oh, and someone pointing out in chat, we have not seen Palace of Darkness at all. The bow could be in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a piece of heart, though.
Yeah, funny. One of the earliest items in the vanilla game. It could be pretty much anywhere in this seed.
Yes. So Lewd is checking overworld locations. And we have no idea what's at pedestal right now because the book has not been found. And both runners are on even footing in terms of finding that out. Another heart piece, which is just honestly what LewdDolphin wanted, because now... Oh boy! I like this play from LewdDolphin here. Burning all the magic. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the powder glitch.
Yeah, so normally you need the powder to activate the magic bat. However, with glitch in the version 1.0 Japanese version of Link to the Past, all you actually need is to run out of magic, use the cane, which has some weird coding properties, and then switch immediately to the mushroom.
Yes. And we are now seeing Kingston being checked for EODTex. We just saw the mushroom, by the way. It's just an arrow booster. And that reminds me, LewdDolphin also does not check bonk rocks. Oh, don't flute, don't flute. Floating to 2. Oh no, he...
That's interesting.
And just some bombs at the bonk rocks. Now, I think we've already seen what this chest is. Yes, we have.
Was it a mail upgrade by any chance?
No, it was a heart container.
Okay.
And then Lewd flying back to 2 to get his part, to get their heart piece. Getting a bottle of magic, which is most likely going to be chugged right now. Smart. Then buying a couple of blues. Ooh. I like this a little bit of routing. Oh, Tex, are you
making the play?
Tex is making the play here. If the bow is here, this is huge for him. And oh, Dolphin is making a similar big play.
Oh, really?
I think Dolphin's heading to Turtle Rock.
Does still have Spike Cave. That's on the table.
No, they're on east side. It's absolutely Turtle Rock at this point. Now, if this is an item that is not the bow here in EODTex, we know this dungeon is bow locked. And it is! The bow is not in Palace of Darkness!
Well, that's a simple check. That's actually really convenient for him. I mean, if it's not going to be in pod, you want to know that immediately, and he does.
And Tex has not been in Eastern Palace. We know this doesn't have anything important. So Dolphin has a little bit of time here to start exploring Turtle Rock and hopefully find that bow. Now he still will need another sword upgrade, but there's a chance he can find it along the way.
So what will Tex's next play be? That's going to be pretty important.
I don't know. I mean, if the bow is in here, then by technicality, it was a forced double dip mire.
He hasn't checked Catfish, has he?
No one has checked Catfish. No one has checked Pyramid.
That'd be a pretty decent next play, I think.
We've got a lot of places to check. And LewdDolphin does not have to clear this dungeon. This is a Pendant Turtle Rock. And there's Ether. Not required in this seed.
Now, the problem, even if Tex does wind up finding the bow first, he's still gotta find Kane, which we know is one of the most trolly places in his vanilla dungeon.
Yes. And LewdDolphin doing a nice little damage boost there. Save some bit of time to get in here. Being kind of careful because these rollers do 2 damage. The bow has been found and we have a go mode on LewdDolphin.
Oh,
with the exception of the Master Sword. Hold on to your hands, folks. Things are getting interesting.
That's pretty awful for Tex.
Yes, and with this, you would have to assume Lewd's gonna explore Pod to all of its glory, because he knows he still needs a sword upgrade as he dashes through.
Yep.
Now the problem is, if Pyramid or Catfish has one of these sword upgrades, Lewd is gonna have to check an Overworld location.
Yeah, Pyramid Ledge or the Pyramid Ferry.
Or just the dig spot. But Pyramid Ledge is off the table. It was just bombs.
That would be pretty interesting if he got all the way through Ganon Tower without finding another sword.
Yeah, that would be interesting indeed. So all eyes on LewdDolphin right now. And the Catfish doesn't have a sword upgrade either.
Just more and more good news for Dolphin.
And Dolphin checked the bow path first, I think. Oh, I had no choice but to. I will be right back.
Okie doke. So, do you go all the way to King Helmathar in this case, or oh, well, you do. You only have the. You don't have the big key yet, so you still need to explore. And luckily, since he's in total go mode, he has the mirror, he's got the boots, he's got so much fast access to this dungeon. It's gonna be about as quick as you can expect from Pod. Just 50 rupees from Spike Cave, unfortunately. And Fighter Sword isn't going to make a huge difference in the Crystal Dungeons. It might slow him down a little bit throughout Ganon's Tower, but for the most part, all the enemies are, like, all the combat you do is with other items. Like, you'll take out Wizrobes with the King of Samaria or Fire Rod or something. You'll use a lot of arrows for various enemies in Ganon's Tower, and Vitreous, of course. So the only reason it'll slow him down is because he's gotta open up more and more chests. And he'll continue to do so even after he gets the Master Sword. EODTex making a similar but a bit of a later play on Desert. This should lead him into Mire, hopefully. A good thing about him being in Desert right now as well is that even though he may not be finding the cane until later, he is still accomplishing his goal of getting all the crystals. So as long as you're completing objectives, and it doesn't matter if you don't find progression until later. Having a bit of trouble without half magic. It's pretty tough to get a quick Landmola's kill with the Fire Rod. You could get a pretty convenient pattern on the first phase, but they get off sync and they get harder and harder to hit as the fight goes on. And he is making the play into Mire. That's very good for him.
And I'm back just in time to see the Helmathor fight. And I see that.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, LewdDolphin does not have another sword still.
A play into Mire for Tex as well is very exciting for him.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He will find his King of Samaria. The question is, will he find the bow?
Another question is, will he go all the way to Vitreous?
Ha! The mirror shield has been found! So I missed pretty much all the items here in Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, not much. It hasn't been a sword upgrade, so that's pretty much the only thing that matters at this point.
Yeah, we need that sword upgrade. At this
Magic
point,
Pepper would be nice.
You know, it'd be really bit trolly. If the other two sword upgrades were at very both of them. These runners have had a couple troll seats in the past. I don't want them to have a third. Come on, give LewdDolphin a sword.
There could also be a sword deeper in Turtle Rock.
Oh, that would be the worst. Skullwoods has been checked.
They got both items, yeah.
Yeah, Red Ruby and Big Chest, and more importantly, the mirror was there.
Heart container. Sink heart, actually.
Oh yeah, Sink Heart, right. It was something red.
Basically the same.
Yeah, LewdDolphin is heading over to Armos. Someone is calling both source and laser. No, that's our tracker calling. Or not our tracker, our researcher calling that. Come on, man. Ah. Morning streams. You gotta really have some coffee before you begin these.
That is that one glimmer of hope. If, like after GT, he winds up having to go all the way through Turtle Rock because he doesn't think to check the Overworld first.
We know there is a sword at Dig Spot. Sword on ped and sword on tablet. Oh, that's our tracker saying that one. You're all or me. Come on, I want him to find it in Ganon's tower. I don't want them to have a troll seed.
And they can't even know that because they haven't even found the book.
Which is most likely in Ganon's tower anyway. But anyway, Armos is down. All that's left is the bunch of eyeballs we know as Vitreous. And looting away. And with silver arrows in hand, this should be a pretty easy fight.
Oh, I've never actually seen this routing in EODTex is doing, going through the portal to get to the right side.
Yeah, that's strange what they did.
That's neat.
I mean, it works.
He also saved a bit of time not having to check the big chest because he already got the second item.
Yeah, my routing is I check the cutscene bridge last if I can. In this case, it would have bit me in the butt because it had the big key. But if I find the big key earlier than that, I double back around, check the compass chest, then check big chest, and then go back towards the left side if I still need to find something.
So they're probably going to wind up finishing Vitreous around the same time with that faster kill that Dolphin's going to be able to pull off.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Actually, was the small key discovered in the back and escape? I forget.
I'm actually not sure.
Because if it was, the other troll thing that it could have been is at the is in the dark room of escape.
Yeah.
Oh. Tex
So
needs to be
Tex using
careful.
his cape. It's nice.
Yeah, Tex using those cave strats.
He's also got a blue potion, I believe, so...
Yeah, he's still gonna... The slime here does trap damage. So he still has to be careful. And now he has to deal with the eye, which... It's gonna be kind of a long fight with just the Master Sword. And
Kinda,
the eyeball
yeah.
hugs deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, they do.
I think it's on the Chain Chomp level.
Pretty good strat he could opt for is pop on that cape and just spam slashes, and you'll actually not drain the magic as fast.
Well, there is the final kill on the eyeball for LewdDolphin. And with that, we have collected 7 crystals, including Eastern Palace, their tracker, on LewdDolphin's side. So with that, it's time to begin the game we love so much. You know about it?
Ooh. That sounds fun. Do we have a bot in this, in these channels?
We do not, to my knowledge.
It's unfortunately, but still, yeah, it is that time. You can put in a bunch of numbers in the chat, and that's pretty fun.
Yes, to be more specific, folks, we have 22 item locations at Ganon's Tower, but only one chest has the big key. Simply guess which one it is. And we'll throw a secondary guess in there. Guess where our sword upgrade is for LewdDolphin?
2-for-1 special today. So where do you think those will be?
I'm gonna say big key at compass chest, because that's my usual routing. As I like that chest 6 if it go right side. As far as the sword, I want to be nice to him. I want it to be like on torch.
That'd be pretty cool. I always go
And
with
our
lucky
tracker
number
Cthulhu is insisting that pedestal is the book and both tablets have the swords.
8.
I
That
would
would be
like. I like
almost
to
vanilla
think
for me.
that at least one sword is put in Ganon's Tower. I like to think that at least. And dead rocked.
There was a previous version of the randomizer where there was a very high chance of a sword being in Ganon's Tower.
Oh, not only that.
Dark days.
Yeah.
At least
That
one.
previous version, I think, could have all 3 swords up there.
There's an infamous clip of Christos Owen playing a rando and getting 3 swords and the silver arrows in randomizer room.
And EOD is entering Turtle Rock as LewdDolphin is entering Ganon's Tower. We know the bow is in there for Tex, and he will be in go mode after this. But he still has to kill Pelmasaur and the Armos Knights.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here comes the first 2 chests of the big key guessing game. We have a small key. We have the big key.
Wow, number 2.
This was a jet seat. Unfortunately, Dolphin is gonna go deeper in.
Which makes perfect sense. He's not in go mode.
Yes. But he has the means to go straight up.
Yeah, unfortunately, once you beat Ganon's Tower, it teleports you to the pyramid, so it's not very quick access to get back, unfortunately.
Yeah, so LewdDolphin is doing the wise thing and was looking at his digging this place a bit for a sword. So he's losing a little bit of time here, but not that much. And here in the compass room, we have 20 Rees, a piece of heart, the map, and in the compass chest, a heart container. So he'll most likely go left side here. Tex needs to make... Tex has his bow. He is in go mode.
very good. I'm an hour and 29 minutes in.
And a smoking a torch. Well, bye, Bob.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we're gonna need that.
So the most common place for a sword to be, in my mind, is in the Stalfos room coming up here on LewdDolphin's end. LewdDolphin just needs one.
I've felt that early on, at least in the main tournament. I was seeing a lot of big keys in vanilla, at least the vanilla room, behind the ice armos. Not so much lately.
Oh no! Lewd is not gambling on Armos Knights or on Ice Armos or...
This is a play. He could opt to do Ether Tablet right now. Unfortunately, he's going all the way up the tower.
Yes. So it all comes down to when LewdDolphin finds that second sword. If he finds it in the 4 chests before Ganon, or before Aghanim rather, this is LewdDolphin's race to lose. Taking a lot of damage here, I do not blame them if they want to take the damage boost for the resupply.
You know, generally in Randomizer, there's kind of no bad play, because, like, anything could be anywhere. But I feel a bit compelled to give a bit of criticism. You kind of either, like, you either commit to a decision, or you just, well, I mean, in general, you just commit to a decision. But it seems like he kind of compromised, and he halfway checked the dungeon and just bailed. Like,
He's...
with 6 chests...
LewdDolphin is taking a huge gamble.
Actually, 10 chests quick to access, pretty much.
Yeah.
Outside of the Tyrol room.
And for those wondering where the Master Sword is that we know of, it is at Dig Spot. LewdDolphin could have routed Blacksmith's, done the traditional Blacksmith Purple Chest route, but instead did a double route and routed in the Mushroom at that time, and never checked the Dig Spot or Stumpy as a result. And we know that the Dig Spot has a sword. And LewdDolphin is using Bombo strats here. That's
pretty safe, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe. It's a guaranteed kill on all the enemies. And with a magic refill just before the second, you should have plenty of magic for what's coming up.
You could say it's slow, but on the other hand, if you're struggling to fight through the gauntlet, it could wind up just saving you time just for the guaranteed insta-kill.
I only say it's slow because of the animation.
Exactly.
And seems we can have some Mario strats on both ends. Tex using it to hit the crystal switch. LewdDolphin using it to kill the Wizrobes. Not quite set up for doing a 1 cycle in this room, but still picks up the spare quite nicely. Alright, this is where it all comes down to it. He has to get through this room. And he makes it. There's a magic jug right here in the upper right corner of the room. Easy peasy. Light these 4 torches, and now he can get access to one of these last 4 chests. And he is hoping that there is a sword here. Arrow booster. A small key. Ooh.
If this were Kingdom Hearts, that would be fine.
₹20. Oh boy.
He's got a lot of keys there. They could potentially open up some important doors.
And down goes Moldorm 2. If this validation chest does not have a sword upgrade, which it doesn't.
Oh dear. This is where he starts hemorrhaging time.
Yes, and he doesn't have much time to get. EODTex has slain the Helmasaur King, and we'll move on to fighting the Armos Knights. And unfortunately for Dolphin, Tex does have the Master Sword, so they will be going straight to Ganon.
Yeah, he's got about 8 minutes to find a sword.
Yeah. And also with Tex's health total, well, there is little to no chance that he will die to Ganon. Well, I would say it's time to fight the pig, but we are not ready to fight the pig just yet. We have no means of damaging him and moving him into his next phases. So unless LewdDolphin has the crazy idea to try Hammer, which I don't think works in this version of the logic.
Nope.
He has to go digging for the sword. And I think he's going to go check. He's checking the pyramid first. Yeah, if I were him...
Probably go up to Catfish.
Oh no! He's not checked Hidden Passage yet. He has not done anything involving Hyrule Castle yet. Oh
yeah.
Boy.
This is a smart play, but unfortunately the wrong play.
He has to go either to one of the pedestal...
Sword in Dark Room, maybe?
That's the only way, unless there was not a key there along the way that we didn't see. Tex is about to begin the Armos fight. And Aldous is wondering what the heck is going on with LewdDolphin. LewdDolphin is digging Hyrule Castle this late because he hasn't gone here yet.
When he's supposed to dig the grove for the sword.
Or any other location, rather. He finds the red mail, though. Or they find the red mail.
Well, there's a lot of...
And the Armos Knights are down in Texas going to Ganon's Tower. We know it's chest number 2. And there is a small key right there. He'll be absolutely in Texas in go mode.
The mail was in Castle. Okay, first chest.
Yeah. Second guard checkpoint. This is the one I didn't see. If this is the small key, there is an item in the dark. It is not. And I don't think Zelda's chest had anything important.
It wasn't a sword.
It wasn't a sword. But I think in this instance, if it's not the small key, then that means the small key is in the dark room.
Yeah, so he's done with the castle. After Zelda's chest.
It's 20 rubies. He's done with the castle. Oh no, wait, he didn't do the backside either.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Well, that's fine. find no key, so won't need to check the dark chest.
So give me your
Oh, he's
energies.
going through the dark to get the key to get to the back.
Yes.
Whoops.
That's not a good routing decision, I don't think. But he's got the boots, so he'll make it fast. There it is.
Yeah, that's true.
And Texas entering Ganon's tower. Dolphin's lead is going to quickly start evaporating here.
Yeah, this is okay routing, but just incorrect.
Yes. And once again, folks, we do not know where the other two swords are, but we know... Oh, wait a minute! Dolphin has an opening!
Yeah, this looks like the Dark Magician route, going left side first.
He might do... No, I think he's doing a full left side commitment.
You think so?
Didn't check right side at all.
Yeah, well, with the Dark Magician route, you go left side to guarantee that you have a key to access the right side. But who knows? Text knows.
Oh, it is the Dark Magician route. Oh, no!
Oh, that's good.
He's about to realize, though, he didn't need to do that. Because there's the big key.
Yeah, but he has a book to read while he's waiting for the duck to come save him.
And LewdDolphin is checking Ice Rod Cave. We know this is also not a sword upgrade. He needs to check the dig spot. Does he remember he has the shovel?
Well, I guess he could read.
He does!
Tablets,
He's remembered! He's remembered about the shovel! He will be picking up his Master Sword and be going to fight Ganon!
Yeah, wow.
Getting trolled by the guards a bit.
He's got a couple-minute lead.
That's all he needs.
Yeah.
There it is! The Master Sword in the dig spot!
That might be a fault again, in a way, though.
Yeah. His opponent's already in Gauntlet. He has to hurry. Any quick fairy before it goes? Could hookshot dash up these stairs. The item dash. But here we go, folks. It's time to fight the pig. For real this time. And Ganon's a bit confused. Oh, we've only fought Aghanim once. Across both our runners. So yeah, spin strats on Ganon are not the most ideal thing. Especially when you're doing it just for damage.
It's nice getting in the corner there for some damage.
And
he's used his potions,
Dolphin?
huh?
No, I don't think Dolphin has used his potions. Yeah, he still has at least one.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I remember seeing him using one.
Oh, heal, 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 heal. Are we in phase 3? You're not in phase 3 yet.
He probably should have popped the cape instead, just to burn all that magic that it was about to refill.
Oh, he's using the cape. Gets a nice double hits there. Yeah, so be careful.
With silver arrows, you don't need too much magic to light the torches. You only need to do so a couple times.
Alright, he's through the worst of it. Yeah, and being a little trolly with his teleports.
Just don't let him do the ring of bats.
Already did the ring of bats. LewdDolphin avoided it earlier.
Anymore.
Yeah, we're good. Oh boy. You're getting one hit. Two hits, refreshing their magic as the arrow flies. There's a third hit.
Oh, he did have a second potion, okay.
And there's the pig down! GG's the LewdDolphin!
Yeah, that was nerve-wracking because EODTex is right outside Ganon as well.
Yeah, about to finish off Agate 2 here. And we have an official SRL time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 26 minutes from LewdDolphin. GG to him. I'm going to get him.
Very nicely done. So much closer than expected.
Yes, so much closer than expected. That sword made all the difference. And we're gonna see about getting LewdDolphin in here for an interview. Oh my goodness, this seed.
I knew he would lose time just by not having the sword, but
Star Wars Homecoming, by the way.
EODTex made some, some really good plays to catch or try to catch up.
Yes.
Made up a lot of ground in the meantime.
Congratulations on your win, LewdDolphin. Oh my goodness, we were worried about that sword for a while. Let me put it this way: as you finish killing Ganon, EODTex has just finished Ganon. Or Aghanim 2, rather. And already had the sword at Dig Spot. He checked that immediately.
I believe he's working on some muting issues.
Ah, okay.
We'll have him right on in a second.
Pretty sure.
And that, oh man, those were some pretty clutch routing decisions as well.
Okay, I got my audio sorted out.
Welcome.
Yes, congratulations on your win, by the way. And I'm going to say this right now. That sword at Dig Spot is the only other sword we know of. And your opponent went there right away.
It was nerve-wracking.
Yes, and I'm just going to tell you how close this was. As you were killing Ganon, he has just slain Aghanim 2.
Oh my gosh.
He is fighting Ganon in his third phase right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's close. Oh.
And by the time you finished the tower, I think he still had to clear Pod and Eastern.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it was like heading up the mountain or somewhere close to that.
Yeah, we have no idea where those other two swords were, but if you had gone the full left side, I'm pretty sure you would have found a second one at the very least, or in this case, a third.
Yeah, I was originally gonna full clear GT, but then I decided to gamble on
EODTex
yes,
fell to Ganon.
Oh.
He got body checked off the cliff.
Yeah, if that was you that fell to Ganon, things would be this would be a very different story. It would be neck and neck, pretty much.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes. And we're about to figure out what the pedestal was, folks. I guess get hype in the chat, because we never actually did check it.
So I gotta ask, why bail on Ganon's tower when you did? Like you...
it was a gamble at the ascent at the fourth chest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the half magic was the pedestal.
That would have been nice, huh?
That would have been a little bit nice, yeah. Considering they have to do Master Sword Ganon.
At that point, I would have liked. I mean, I guess like it would have been worse if the sword was on the pedestal and the other two swords were on the whatchamacallits?
The tablets?
Tablets, yeah.
Our tracker actually wanted something even eviler. They wanted book on pedestal and the swords at the tablets.
Well, it still means Master Sword is somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, you did find that Dig Spot sword. That is the only, like I said, that and the Spectral Rock Cave was the only two swords we knew of in this entire seed.
I almost didn't go there. I was originally gonna go for the double-chested fairy.
Oof. And
but then
Tex taking a deft again this time, not just falling.
So, what did you think about the seed overall, other than the sword debacle?
I feel like, I mean, my routing until the sword debacle was, I felt pretty good. I was getting items at a steady rate. I laughed at the cane in Mire, because that happened in an earlier race for me as well.
Wow. And
getting the bow early on in Turtle Rock. You should always check Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock always has the answers.
Yeah, I think I've commented like I've played like myself like 5 or 6 seeds in which Pendant Turtle Rock has always had the bow. At some case, I don't know why, but it does.
It's just and my favorite part was the fire rod and ice rod in Paradox Cave.
Yeah,
right next to each other.
Yeah, that was a little bit of hype right there. That was hilarious. I think not as much as the Titan's Mint and the flute being in Blind's place, though, in the Pendant dungeon, no less.
Oh, yeah. Almost a vanilla Titan's Mint.
Yeah.
Whenever I get flute in Thieves Town, I always leave Thieves Town. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go activate the flute now. First, I'm gonna mirror to where it is. Wait, where is it? Oh! It's at Thieves Town! Always have that moment of, oh, it's over here, is where you mirror.
Of course, if you just mirrored in town or almost right away, you would almost always find it. Eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Jagger is now, or not Jagger, Tex is now returning to fight Ganon. Tex is
potions.
Yeah. Ganon is claiming that he drove away Aghanim twice, whereas Ganon has driven away Tex twice. So they're in the tiebreaker of their own right now. Yeah, those.
But the thing is, Aghanim was only driven away once.
Well, if you consider it combined.
Oh, okay, yeah. Driven away by both of us.
Yes. A little bit of contradiction in there. So yeah, the powder wasn't found, the Cane Burna wasn't found, the bug net wasn't found.
It's a really straightforward seed, huh? Just like dungeon to dungeon, like unlockable to unlockable.
The troll here was actually the sword, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the very first time I cleared GT, and I'm still not in go mode trying to find that sword.
Yeah. I'd still say it's probably either in Random Room or Ice Armos, or maybe even Bob.
Yeah, Bob probably has it. Bob's the guy.
Or, worst case scenario, Sorted Tile Room.
I was considering doing that, but I don't know. I just thought, you know, there were a lot of locations left for me to check that I just figured, like, the volume of chests elsewhere, like the chest per second ratio is higher outside of tile room and the rest of GT.
And we have Tex in phase 4.
Yeah, we had a lot of possibilities for swords. We were thinking, like, maybe both swords are in tile room.
Yeah, you know what? I
laser bridge.
would probably go out and say so far that this would have been a jet seat if not for the sword troll. Probably.
Swordless seeds are fun to an extent, though. Like, fighting blind with the hammer, that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
IMO.
Unfortunately, it was not required this run.
Nope. But I pulled it off pretty easily. Yeah. I have an easier time with hammer blind than fighter sword blind for some reason.
How easier? And the pig has gone down on EODTex's end, not letting the seed defeat them.
I believe you don't get bounced as far if you use hammer.
And I was told in advance that Tex does not have a mic, so he will not be joining us for an interview.
Aww.
But we have an official SRL time completion for Tex with 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 58 seconds. GG to him and both of our runners here. Give these guys a follow. A winner is you. I think it was meant for the other guy.
It's a winner, not necessarily the winner.
I mean, both of us are winners for doing Master Sword Ganon.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunate, but like I said, Tex found the Master Sword first at that dig spot. He went there immediately after almost immediately after doing blind. And I was focused on your end the whole time. I'm like, so I looked over at him and like, wait, when did he find the Master Sword? So it caught me on a left field. I didn't even think he checked the dig spot yet.
I was going to do the Dark World tour after Thieves Town, but getting the flute, I just wanted to check Meyer and Turtle Rock's pendants.
Yeah, the thing is, if you went with the traditional route of checking everything instead of adding in the mushroom, you would have found that sword a lot sooner than you did.
Yeah.
But would you have gone to, like, Meyer and Turtle Rock as early?
So we have no idea where Tempered Sword is in the seed. Given the seed's nature, it was probably either in Turtle Rock or, again, the random room onwards in Ganon's Tower. Because you checked all these chests up top.
I also was considering full clearing Turtle Rock, even after I got the bow. Well, I went in there thinking, even if I get the bow, I'm going to full clear it in case there's swords in there. But yeah. I changed my mind once I got the bow early on.
Yeah, because you did also have Pod to delve into as well. And actually, I think you already did Eastern by that point.
Yeah, Armos had an item and Pod had 5 items, so yeah.
Oh, hold on a minute.
And also GT as well.
I'm holding on with anticipation.
I'm typing to, Yeah.
And well, none of us have access to those spoiler logs.
Yeah, we don't have access to spoiler logs, unfortunately, so we don't know where Tempered Sword is. Could have been anywhere, so... But most likely candidate was, again... Thieves was Turtle Rock and anywhere past the random room on the right side or left side of Ganon's Tower.
I mean, we could just spend the next 15 minutes trying to find the swords.
Yeah, we got time. Speaking of which, what do we have on the schedule? Let's find out. I'm gonna open it up real quick. As far as races go. Later on this channel at 4:30, we will have race 2 of Ozipone and... Oh, I'm pronouncing this right. Arius 13? That'll be at 4:30. And we do have a couple of races is tonight, but we do not have restreamers at this time. Meanwhile, over on the main tournament, coming up here in just an hour, we have El Minister and Gyardo over on Speed Gaming 2, and we're going to have the one and only Phantom Ryu and the Shades on commentary for that, so that should be a very hype match.
Yeah, what a pair, and also Gyardo.
Yes. And if you want some more randomizer after that, we have Christos Owen.
Ooh.
And El Tigre.
Ooh.
A little bit later after that on Speed Gaming 1. And then one more match for that I can see that it has right now at 9 o'clock. Frame and Monoxy 85, also on Speed Gaming 1. And then the last match of the night over there, once again on Speed Gaming, Act the Broker and Kyung 92 at 11 o'clock. So we've got quite a lot of races for you to go, but we have a lot more races in general as well. Make sure to follow all of the Link to Best Randomizer channels. Keep yourself up to date with those. All of those races that I just mentioned that our main schedule will be on Speed Gaming, so make sure to give that a follow as well. If you want all of the randomizer, Link to the Best Randomizer action you can handle.
Yep,
And,
there are 4 Speed Gaming channels, 4 A Link to the Past Randomizer channels, and there are also 4 Randomizer Mania channels.
Yes, but we don't stream to those, so...
And there's other randomizers going on there.
And I just now looked back and saw LewdDolphin. Are you checking other locations for us?
I am. Gotta get the answers.
Let us figure out where this bomb takes us.
Nowhere useful.
Nowhere useful indeed. Alright, you know what, let's see if the tablets have our swords. Let's see if our tracker was right.
Bombo's tablet had Chain of Burna, so...
Okay.
So that dream's dead. Gonna go check the Ether tablet.
And then Devin Turtle Rock. Yeah, we have a little bit of time here,
Yeah.
so we're not going to kill the cache just yet. At least I don't think so.
Catfish was nothing. Spike Cave was $50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Text check those locations. We're going to at least find one of these swords.
Or are we?
How great would it have been that if you found the book, mirrored out, left the dungeon, mirrored to Light World, opened up Ether, and there's your sword? That would have saved you so much strife.
Oh my god!
Did I call it? I think I called it, folks.
That commentator's curse post-run!
Yeah, I was looking at that book as the last item we got in Ganon's tower downstairs. And I saw you going upstairs, and I was like,
oh my goodness. Well, that happened. Now we all know where butter is. Oh my goodness, that would have saved you so much strife.
Yeah,
That
it would
would've
have
been a
twist.
That would have made you win with maybe another 5 minutes.
Actually, that's something I probably should have done. You know, because the book was early on in GT, so mirror to the start and then back out and then mirror.
That would have saved you like several minutes, is what I'm saying.
It's not something I had thought of, and I'm not sure if it's actually like that good of an idea, but that would have been really, really great routing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
yeah, in any case, like anything you did would have been a gamble.
Yeah. At that point, you know, sword can be literally anywhere.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So at least now we know where Tempered was.
Oh, right. You can't get it without Master Sword. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that would have been even...
That would have been Troll. I know where one sword is, but I can't get it!
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Oy. Well, that would have made either one of your fights just that much faster, though. And you took a death, I saw.
Do you think it would be worth grabbing that if you knew it was there?
He couldn't grab it. He didn't have a master.
Well, if I knew it was
once
there,
you
but then I later got
Master
Master, would I have bothered getting Tempered Sword right before Ganon?
Yeah, I would say so.
Probably.
I mean, it would have made the fight a little...
It does save a significant amount of time against Ganon.
Yeah. Master Sword is, like, the slowest option you could have. And based on the item distribution here...
I think this has to be Big Key.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just checking some last minute item locations here, folks. Race is over, but we're just gonna stay on the air for a little bit longer. Try to figure out where this last sword was.
We're now playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Sword.
Yes. So I do not know who you're going up against, LewdDolphin. Would you care to enlighten us?
I don't know either. I didn't actually check the bracket yet.
Hmm.
So, someone want to check the bracket and see? I don't know if it's been determined yet.
Lawyer is asking where the book was. Our research book was in Ganon's Tower. Oh, the winner of Unicorns versus Key Aliens. And if I recall right,
is there a bot command to list to link the brackets and such? Oh, thanks.
There it is.
Asking you shall receive.
I commentated in one of those matches actually, and I believe they went to a game 3. So we will not know that till much later. And I missed Big Key when I was looking.
It was a little key.
Alright. Did you not check Mimic Cave?
I did. It had Piece of Heart,
Alright.
which refilled my hearts.
So the winner of Zebra Unicorn or Key Aliens.
Who are also on game 3, I think. If I remember right.
Hype?
Yes. It'll be a few days before we get that match, unfortunately, according to the schedule.
Yeah, Skull has been cleared.
Yeah. Skull had the Sankheart and the mirror. There's the slag net. Heart piece. I should be on Trinex. Nope, there it is. Last chance to Laser Ridge.
It was in Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock had all the answers.
All right. I think we're good to call it here then. So thank you for joining us and showing us where the last 2 swords were, LewdDolphin.
You're welcome.
You are
Glad I
moving
made
on.
this an
You round
exciting
3.
match.
You are moving on to round 3. Congratulations once again. Make sure
Thank
to give
you.
these two followers, these two runners a follow. By the way, folks.
Also, give these 2 followers a runner.
I'm getting tongue-tied. All right.
It's okay. I'm sure it was an exciting match to commentate. I can't wait to listen to it right after this.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was indeed fun. And yeah, that's about it from us, the crew here.
Thanks, y'all.
From Catula 89, our tracker, OTV lawyer, our reacher, I am Wolflink0370. We shall see you all next time. And we shall all see you next time. Thanks for watching. Later, folks.
Goodbye.